Hello everyone, welcome back to War in the Pacific Admiral Edition, brought to you by Friedrich. This is turn March 31, 1942 turn resolution. Alright, so he's bombarding this hex. Well, mainly, I guess he's trying to keep the coastal guns back off his ships. Let's see what else. And the I-10. Okay. So RPTs, I wanted to put a couple on Naughty, and as they crossed over the submarine, they're too tiny for him to shoot at, and then he dives deep to avoid us, which I don't know what PTs can do to a sub. So the Everson could, if it found it, do something, but no dice there. Alright, so here's the case where nothing is happening. Severe storms, that's probably a good reason for it. But I really wanted to get I wanted to get a bombing raid in there because I wanted to beat up on his base. Oh, I could have sworn. Oh, that's frustrating. I like to see those. I, for some reason, thought it was over. I guess it's because I took the miss and thought that then we didn't find. I don't know. That's frustrating. Would have been kind of nice to see the hit, but well, maybe we'll get another chance. Here we go. I-174 again. Let's do it, Breeze. Just some rattles so far, and out of ammo. Alright. Okay, I may have spoken about this a couple of game days ago. These battleships had some ammunition left, so I thought, let's do it again and see what we can get. I should have, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to bombard these hexes where they have troops, but it may be a waste. Maybe it's better served on the base. Knock out some of these, well, the base assets. Anyways, there's a lot of guns firing. We did damage a couple of zeros, so he did bring in zeros again. Or we just haven't hit him when we bombed. I don't know. Anyway, so again, beating up the base pretty hard. I'm trying to do. Supply 3. So we're hitting his supply 2. I'm just trying to encourage him, please extricate yourself from New Caledonia. That's really what I'd like the message to be right now. My goal isn't to go on some mass offensive yet. I mean, it is barely, well, we're finishing up March, going into April. I'm not ready to go on my 1943 offensive. So I just want him to leave New Caledonia for now. Anyway, so here we go again, dropping more troops. He's got a division coming ashore. Wow. What I'm hoping, guys, what I'm hoping is that his Java operation will take, his campaign will take at least a month. I want to wear him out. I don't know if I can, but with this start, he's going to have to buy out or replace these. And well, he doesn't have to. He can beat us up pretty badly without repairing all this. But the fact that we're beating him up this badly on an invasion, or maybe it has nothing to do with our troops, maybe it just has to do with his guys getting off the boats and losing some. what I'm getting at is it slows him down. He'll need extra supply to reinforce this stuff, everything. So, yeah, it'll be good. And, yeah, just some more landings here. Well, these are just engaging the defensive guns. So, okay, now it's daylight. All right. That's just a bunch of shooting. I-21, right off of Brisbane. Now Everton is firing. And we're out of ammo. Alright, the Van Ness did not take part in that. And, oh, we actually got a Mark 14 in there. What? What? Shocker of shockers. One of them didn't. I could have had 2 hits right there. Oh, another one? Well, okay. So I stand corrected. My upsetness about these torpedoes not hitting for a stretch of like 2 weeks is officially over. All right, there's a lot of messages. Most of it's just action reaction stuff that's just popping on the screen. Now we're in the air phase. All right, he's bombing our moving troops. They will be knocked out of move mode, I'm certain. I totally understand. And they are also taking a little beating in the meantime. Alright. Bombing Zamboanga. Took some casualties here. Alright. This time all of our bombers came at once. That's so great. And we even destroyed an air unit. Hitting the runway. Yeah, this will be a great raid. Okay. 1-0 destroyed on the ground. I like that. Well, not a lot of hits though. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Heavy cloud. I don't know. I'm not that impressed. It's supposed to also do a port attack, and I don't see anything. So, no supply hits. Whatever. We're bombing his ground troops here that are in Lafoa. And by the way, Lafoa's airbase will be up to, I think, 1 this turn. That'll allow us to cover that with fighters too. Ooh. Supposedly, anyway, destroyed a Jake. I don't trust those, but what do you know? Hopefully. Or one could hope. Oh, what did I hear? Alright. Supposedly submarines hit, reported hit. Alright, I don't know what just happened. And you know what? I'm very frustrated myself because I meant to do sweep right here. right here. Just sweep from shank shot of there. Oh man, let's get through this. Our Hudson's made it. I hope we don't lose any over this, but I'm gonna fly sweep this time. Man, dropped the ball big time. All right, that's the error. But no, he's gonna empty his tubes. Oh, and then come on the surface and say, okay, I guess I can't. Oh, there goes a torpedo into it. It's going down. All right. And it's got troops on it, so that's kind of a shame for him. Because, yeah, it's sinking for sure. All right. So, losses, just one non-combat squad. All right, bombardment at Lafoa. His 2 divisions plus. Notice this division disappeared. Now, it didn't come in here, and it could be lack of recon, but anyway, just kind of interesting. All right, so yeah, I expected this deliberate attack. Oh, wow, division. Well, that's a huge brigade. But yeah, and these are beat up divisions. They're usually over 400. So, but look at this tank. So yeah, this is sizable. I think this is his campaign force. It could be that he's got more coming, but for sure this will get things started quite nicely. And we don't even retreat. We just say, I'd like to surrender now, because yeah, overwhelming force. Didn't stand a chance. We're bombarding in return. Okay, I expected KB. It's not here, so I have no idea where he is. I'm very nervous about that too, by the way. All right. Expansions, great. We'll take all of them. Yep, Lafoa. Yeah, I wanted to take some guys off of Luganville, but I thought he was coming. But our patrols hopefully can give us even more guidance than last turn. So maybe I can send my transports back up there and actually pick up some guys this time. We will look around the map for sure. What's he up to? Right? I don't know. Got a submarine, yeah, in Pearl Harbor. By the way, that submarine is already upgraded with a radar, so that's going to be nice. All right, be right back, and we'll talk about this. Okay, so my opponent and we analyze the situation at the beginning of every month, the status of the war, the state of the war so far. So I would say this is from extreme lack of experience. I would say the Allies are holding, but for a couple of reasons. One, because he's really packing a big punch only in key areas. Now, in a way, that's very powerful because it's like a Schwerpunkt where it goes in and hits hard in a light area and then spreads out and takes over the world. But as a result, also, we have some key bases defended, and we're hopefully ready for him at places like Port Moresby. I wouldn't say we're strongly defending Luganville or even Noumea, but we have some presence in various areas. While he's mopping up Java, hopefully we can reinforce even further. Our carriers are upgrading right now which is a good thing, because if he's just now starting Java, then by the time our carriers are upgraded, hopefully he's ready for the next phase, and we'll be ready for him as well, although I don't know what that looks like yet. But I'm just saying, it turns out to be an opportune time to get some of these administrative things accomplished. That said, we're entering April where some new aircraft is going to be coming out. Where our subs are going to be refit with radar. That should hopefully help, although that doesn't help the torpedoes. So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to what's to come. And he caught on. Look at that. He caught on. He's parking here. He's tired of seeing us go up and down right here. That was so clever. All right, we're just gonna have to get some ASW to escort this guy or whoever's doing this move. All right. Okay. The reason I'm here is because I think I want to take I don't know. It kind of feels like a waste at this stage and why is this only 20? It feels like a waste at this stage to fly recon right now anymore. Still. Look for these D's real quick. Are they 100 training? I don't think there's a rush to get out here and that's nice. That's gonna be nice. I'll have a decent force to bomb Johnston Island when I'm ready. I don't think there's a need to recon. I've reconned it enough to know there's ground troops here and I didn't see any air. Okay, but not to say there isn't, but not a big enough presence to catch it. And we're unloading here, so we're doing well here, getting it down. We only have a third of the cargo still on board, and these units are filling out. Just 8 and 4, 8 engineers, 4 vehicles, so it's slowly coming down. If I get my hands on like a construction company or another some kind of base force, I'll probably bring it here. We have 3,000 troops. Well, we've got more on the boats, but certainly not that much. Whatever we've got left, I think we're going to get up to maybe 4,000. But if I come across anything construction related or with several engineers, maybe another CB, I'll take it to the next one that comes in. I'll probably take it to Midway. Yeah, that's just defensive troops. And these guys are earmarked for Johnston Island when we take that back. And Pacific Ocean areas. This changed. That's interesting. I didn't notice. Okay. That's fine, I guess. All right. It's just looks funny because I'm not ready. I wasn't used to just seeing Pacific, so okay. This is not cheap enough to buy out right now, and I'm not in a rush. I may need the Chinese forces even sooner. Well, I'm not going to dwell here. I did want to point out one thing. See, exactly as I thought, this is 1 hex away, but they will pull in and disband at the end of this, when this turn is resolved. And this will take possibly another 11 days. So, all right, let's see here. That's about that, I guess. I'm gonna just circle around the map, but I'll come here. I tend to forget this even when I want to do it. 1 air-to-air, 1 air-to-air. So we both lost 1 and then destroyed on the field. That was his 0. So let's take a look here. He lost a Jake, air-to-air. He lost a 0 from bombing, and we lost a Hudson, air-to-air. So that was very unfortunate because I made a blunder. But here's what I intended to do and just completely dropped the ball. And yes, I do realize I have to turn this off. So Just to make sure, we'll go 5 here and make sure he flies. This guy, his fatigue is only 11, but he is beat up, so we're just gonna say, just stand down for now. You're fine. Get those planes ready to go back up later. But in the meantime, I think why not shoot down some of his fighters? You know, let's try it anyways. I don't know if he's starting to fly cap up here, but we're taking a break from bombing. The main reason I bombed up here was to put him out of move mode, and you know, I'm okay with the results, even if they're not long lasting. Even if he flips them right back to move mode, I'll probably be okay, just as it is. Why did I come straight down here? What I wanted to do is come to Born syllabus and say, please make sure you're still moving if you can. Okay. And because he's chasing us, I'm sure, and I'd rather not get wiped out if I can help it. Again, if I park here and get wrecked by lack of supply or any other reason, that's fine. But if I'm also a deterrent or slow him down, or maybe he ignores us, at least I'm not just a pushover and knocked around very easily there. Now, he already has an arrow. He's moving. There's no time to waste. We gotta get going. So my guess is he's going possibly. I don't know if you can go straight. No, you can't go straight from here to here because there's water. So my guess is he's going straight to here, then turning left, going to Malang, and then Surabaya. I mean, just boom, boom, boom. Let's just do it. Get it and move on. So that's fair. I'm going to keep building fortifications. We've got tons of supply, and I do not want it to be captured. So I'm not going to turn it off just to save supply. I did bump this up, and we moved some of the supply here. I'm going to bump it up some more. The supply limit is only 32K. That's all right. So we don't have a lot of support here. Be nice to get some more. This is not a lot of support. We got a lot sitting here, of course, and replacements are delayed, but do we even need upgrades still? We'll just leave. We'll leave that on. That's fine. So yeah, I was in the area, so that's what I want to look at. Okay, let's take a look back at this again. Any pilots? We lost one of those bomber pilots. That's a shame. Not my idea of a good time. But here's I don't know the exact number of Army lost points, but I'm sure he took some with the sinking of that ship. Let's take a look at the ship sunk. We have been told that the Yamayuri Maru has been sunk by our Mark 14s. Surprise, surprise. And worth 10. So, yeah. Let's see. We do have to withdraw the number 3 PRU RAF. So we'll have to make sure we do that. And we got a handful of air, what was it? Was it air units? I think we got a handful of air units this turn. Or ships. Look at this. So this was cool. I looked at this before the turn was up. So we got this, the drum. So it radar. And it's got 30 torpedoes. This thing hopefully is a beast. So all right, we're gonna have to send it out. I have to think about where it's gonna go. That part I didn't map out. The Triton is here, partly to repair, and also it will go through the upgrade stage. So I'm not gonna rush. Well, we can just shipyard it and be done. These guys are only gonna take all one day to repair. Still got our battleships going. So yeah, good. All right, let's check here. What else is here that might need to be disbanded or whatever? All right, this is cargo. I'm not going to send it out just yet. I've got to review what I'm doing here. This was clever of him, and I don't blame him for doing it. It's a good idea. But we have a bombardment group that's not ready for by any means. ASW, these guys are not upgrading. I think they're just here to replenish. Speaking of replenishment, we got this unit here, and these guys are probably also replenishing. And go back out on patrol, please. We got subs in our space. All right. So that's that. We still have our air units flying patrol as well, of course. I wish. Well, I mean, I like that. I like that it's not so easy to sink submarines. Trust me, but I wish they, when they report hit, it'd be at least like a 20-30% actual results. But it seems like it's been zero so far. So I'm kind of starting to circle around. Here's our plane. I have decided to just drop the aircraft here. They're all, I believe, just let's confirm, bombers. They're all bombers. So I'm not concerned with unloading here. And by the way, this is a big air base now. I'm not concerned with landing them here and flying them distances. I'm more worried if I have to do that with fighters. But I wonder, I made a mistake here. I wonder if, why did I put Southwest Pacific for that? I meant to do South Pacific. I'm going to do South Pacific for this as well. Well, there's no need. It's fine. Free French, that represents, right? So the poor French, they get representation here now. So Bundaberg has some fresh P-40s. What do you think about moving them here? Probably not, because there is aviation support and quite a bit of it. So that allows us to bring even more aircraft that we can't fit here due to mainly this group base administration. And so let's get one unit over there. Transfer. Our first air units will be landing in Lafoa momentarily. Is it safe to do this? I don't think his artillery can bombard the air units there, correct? Well, the P-40s are going to be our experiment, okay? I mean, this will be very interesting for sure. So fatigue didn't go up too much. We're going to escort, take off the drop tanks. We're going to escort right over the base, or cap, I should say. And yeah, that'll keep, hopefully deter bombers from, bombing us. So that'll be good. And I do not. I'm gonna ignore. You know what? I'm taking a chance. I'm just gonna do it. So here we go. So remain on station. Do not refuel. We're gonna load up and we're gonna ship out. So actually, here's what we're gonna do. What was I gonna send? This guy. So I had to flip them off. They will only take one turn to pack. That's great. That's very good. And I think we were one turn. Okay, perfect. They were going to take two last time, but maybe there's something. I don't know the code. Maybe there's something where if you unpack and then pack again quickly, it'll be even quicker to pack. I have no. It could be also a random die roll, but that'll be perfect. We'll come in the same turn as these are ready to load and get them out of there. And for that matter, these are surely not loaded, right? Let's just take a look. Oh, wow. They are loaded, ready to go. They could have been halfway there by now. We're gonna head out. We're gonna direct beeline. Got a couple destroyer escorts. Hopefully that's good enough. Let's go. So yeah, retirement allowed. That's fine. So I'll go there and come straight back. Yeah, looks good. Let's undock. All right. Sorry, I'm distracted by this. It's very intriguing to me. Um, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell it we want to go to Luganville, and then we're gonna say, please get me some fuel because we got a bunch on this island. I'm gonna do tactical because I'd like to go there, come back, and then we can go maybe to Sydney and a full refuel before we go home to, yeah. So make sure I'm thinking about this right. Yeah, that's fine. It didn't give us any. I think it's because there's plenty on here to get there and back. So that's fine. I'm gonna just even do this for now. What are we gonna load? I should have flipped some guys to dropping the ball here. Um, I don't want to do this guy anymore. I want to get these 155s into here. Um, cancel that. Part of the reason I have him here is if he decides to invade Numea, is he going to? I really don't know. But I don't want to be caught with my pants down. So let's pack these guys up. Yeah, we can pack these guys up. Uh, actually, yeah, we've got a ton of fighters here. Um, Denny, let's pick this guy up. And I think that's it. So not much. We're just about done moving guy. Oh, never mind. This is gonna. I was at the lower end of it when I started. Yeah, we'll move some um, aviation support, and I'm like I say, I'm gonna keep the artillery here because um, well, this is just a battalion, right? 12 of them. We've got this regiment of 24 25 pounders. We got this coastal battery of 8 155s. We've got this defense battalion with um, another 8 155s. We've got these, which have, well, 3-inch AA guns. I know that they sometimes fire these. Well, that's leaving, I think. Well, this one is, I mean. Okay. Um, I, th- I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm gonna take it after all. Kind of keep the Marines together, as it were. So yeah, so this is going to not dock because we can't. We're going to load all the troops that are now in strategic mode. Let's flip status. Oh, I like to see them at the top for some reason. Select. Uh, what all can fit? Well, let's just go one at a time, right? So these all fit so far. Everything that can go to Luganville, I'm going to keep picking. And as soon as it stops, I'll leave Indeni last. And it'll let us take that one as well. So I'm going to go for it. I'd just soon just be done, have this be done. Um, I'm going to let it pick up everything because because it's easier. I feel way more comfortable resupplying Numea than resupplying Luganville. That feels a little bit of a stretch here. So we're going to, by definition, use this to resupply as well as reinforce Luganville. I'm going to remain on station because we do have some troops, and do not unload because we do have some troops that are going to be going. Let's do direct, not this, just direct. Yeah. We do have some troops that are going to be going to Indeni, and I'd like to not forget them. Good, good. All right, so these guys can be used for sport. That's the main reason I brought them, and I'm going to take advantage that they're here. The light cargo ships, these all are very expendable, so I am not going to escort them. If they sink, it will be a shame, but I am not going to lose ships. I mean, change my escort pattern for that. I think this is okay. I like that, but I don't like. I prefer to come here first. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I like that better. And then we'll just say return yes. So that's good. Also, I have some ideas of what I'm going to do when I get back, when I get to. So actually, we're going to set the home port actually to Sydney. And so it makes this move, but that's fine. And then we're gonna set. I decided this is going to be a supply. What's the word? One of these. Once I get to here, I'm going to make this. Well, anyway, the CS. So we'll get it. We'll get it like a continuous supply. That's the word I wanted to say. Continuous supply. Bring supplies, resources, supplies, resources. Because I do not want to use up all these. We got a lot of supplies, but man, it could easily be used up quickly. What am I? What is this? Expanding. For some reason, I was reading repairing, and I thought, wait a minute, aren't we fully repaired? Okay. Got a lot of engineers here, by the way, so that's great. And we're about to get more. These ships are going to take some stuff off, but no engineers, just this artillery. And the artillery is only 105. That should assist in this X very nicely. So, and the reason I'm bringing the 155s here is I don't have any coastal artillery here. And so the 155s I'm bringing back can be that for me. It can be the 155s that are like coastal defenses. So things are looking good, although, I mean, honestly, in all honesty, it could go south quickly. No pun intended. I know we're looking at the south, but if if the Japanese bring KB down while I'm got my neck out with these cargo ships, we could lose a bunch like we did a few weeks ago. All right. I think I'm covering all the hot spots that I wanted to. I like to. I've been checking on my aircraft to see any fatigue, are we wearing the planes out. I think we're going to keep doing it as long as he doesn't have a well, let's get this guy. I want a recon. Good. I like to see these guys, but I don't like to not know what's going on there. So we're gonna recon that. And these guys, for sure, they're just going to base for sure this time. Done. That's fine. We'll get back and take a breather. A lot of ASW here. The thought was to get this sub, but we ran out of ammunition with one of our groups. So the Dutch. Okay. For the most part, here's what's happening this turn. I'm shutting down a bunch of ships. Not too many. I've noticed that we're still in okay shape with anti-sub warfare, but I'm shutting down a bunch of ships for upgrades, so including some of our subs. I already explained last turn, not all. We want some on patrol, but as they run low on ammunition, or fuel or both, they're going back and yeah. So this already unloaded, and we're doing fine here. We got 58K. We could even bring in more. I like the idea of just dumping tons of supplies here. Nope. And being ready for a siege type of action. Bombardment, drop troops. We're sitting here facing off, and I'm not able to bring more supplies. That kind of thing. Okay. So he's still moving. Did we knock him out of move mode? I doubt it. Or if we did, I'm sure he's back on move mode by now. But we've got a little sneaky battalion coming out of here, and he's going to come here or here, maybe both, Maybe I'll know more when I get here whether I want to come across, because it depends on is he even coming up this road. So we'll find out that's another thing I want to do, is make sure he's not going to surprise us. One of the things about being here is as he comes up the road, he might be surprised and have to do a shock attack. But the downside is if he comes up this road and keeps going, right, he's going to know, well, if he comes to this hex right here that I've highlighted, he'll know I'm right here, and I don't want him to know that. Although with recon he could know as well. What I want to do is stay out of sight. So here's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. I'll move here, and if I see him take Tong Yi and move east, I will go southeast. That's what I'll do. Something like that. But let's look at our speed here. These are back roads, so how fast are we going? 11. So it'll take us 5 turns just to move into this hex. So yeah. All right. So yeah, we got some troops, a whole division from a British division from Karachi is going to come and reinforce this area. We've got Chinese troops that are excited and can't wait to get across into Lashio. Also going to garrison like as many of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total of 6 divisions. So I was thinking originally 1-1-1, but I might get these flank bases too. Whereas up, these 3, and was there something else I noticed before? Well, that one. Yeah, I guess that's it. So if we can cover these spots, keep him from occupying them and doing something with them, I think that'll be good. We are also putting a base force here. I'd like to build it up. It can get up to 4, technically 7 airfield. I think that's great because we can get some planes here as well and reach all sorts of who knows what. So I think that's great. I'm not worried about building up. That's even better air capacity. But we have decent local air bases between these two. Well, I feel like I need to start getting these guys upgraded because if we could get them at least to level 4, we could start getting bombers in here. We do need base forces here at some point for aviation support. I mean, between the two, it's what, 29? That's not very much at all. So probably as he starts knocking these around, we'll retreat up to here. Um, like some base, a or one or two base forces can come here, one or two here, whatever we got, and stockpile these guys. I think we can hold these two bases. They're both pretty rugged and are times 3. This is going to be times 2, but if he comes across here to attack it, the supply situation will not be that great because there's no direct road access. Likewise, if he decides to skip up here and take this, oh, here's the other base, but it's just jungle. That's times 2. What I was going to say is this other base, though, is times 3. So if he does decide, I'm going to go off-roading and take that base, it's going to be times 3. So a little bit harder. This one's a little bit easier, but also out of supply. This one will also be out of harder to supply for him. So just wanted to cover that a bit. I think we're going to be okay for this area too. Um, this area is not a major concern. We're moving as fast as we can. These are actually moving at a decent clip, 13. I say not a major concern because it's going to be hard for them to take Wen Chao. It's more fortified than Shusien was, and it's better. No, it's the same terrain. So this is times 3, and we have a lot more AV here than we had at Shusien. This hasn't repaired a ton, but it takes a while to repair. So our AV was 119 at some point. I don't remember what it was the turn he kicked us out, but it's only 72, so that's not too bad. I know a lot of it, even the destroyed squads, were probably damaged ones that were damaged prior. But this is going to be a tough nut to crack, but he's not even trying. And like I say, it appears to be quiet all up this way. I have no idea what his plans are. Like this guy going off-roading, for example. I don't know what these guys are doing, but it's interesting to me because it's a puzzle, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with the solution to the puzzle. But all right, Tarakan, this guy's getting beat up by bombers. There's not much left of him anyway to bomb. Zamboanga here, they're hanging in there but getting beat up a bit. Um, something else. Oh yeah, this one. We're trying to bug out of here, I think. Supplies 96. Eat them up, man. Eat up those supplies. How did we get supplies here? Are they trickling from the Japanese? Check that out. He just because it's so much faster to go here. He already took. Oh, he could have taken this from by being close proximity by proxy. He could have taken it. That's possibly what happened. But yeah, should be okay. Getting out of here. I have no idea. 22. So 3 more turns. That might be. These guys might be so much faster. Man, if he brought tanks, it'd be over. We tried a bombing of Makassar at night. I'm going to just keep these guys on bombing at night. We'll try it again. Where the fatigue isn't too high, they have nothing better to do, in my opinion, of course. So we'll give it a whirl. I may. He's not looking this way. So now watch. He will this turn, right? What's our inbound Darwin? So I'm considering flying this into Kandari and joining in the night bombing of Makassar. Clear sky, and the moonlight is still 100%. I got to take advantage. So here we go. Kandari should be good. And let's just take all this off. We'll do an airfield. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, we'll just do straight up airfield attack. I don't even want to take a chance here. But night. So there we go. Yeah. Kind of make his life interesting, right? I may change these. Let's drop it to 5. There was no flak that I could tell, so let's drop the altitude to 5K. And these guys, hopefully they join this time as well. We'll make it a big old party. Yeah, that seems fine. Townsville, I turned off the bombing rate of Buna. I think no, I didn't. They just didn't go. Well, and by the way, I can never remember if I turn these things off or on. But I'm really wanting to get this repaired because I really want to upgrade to the E. Maybe next turn, maybe the third. I don't know. I'm gonna let it sit there for one more turn. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. The fatigue is low on the rest of them. Let them go if weather permits. And we'll keep bombing Kumak as long as he lets us, and maybe take out some more of his zeros. So, and we'll keep bombing his ground troops as long as our fatigue isn't too high. Our B-26 fatigue is not too high. Well, not too high for my taste. I think we're okay. Tempted to fill this thing out even more. Make it a full 13. Why not? Okay. One of the things that's making me hesitant about building up these groups is retaliatory bombardment or KB attack. But we're okay for the foreseeable future. We're in good shape. We've got a lot of patrol boats flying around. Now he could come in a back door trying to surprise me somewhere, and that won't be fun. That wouldn't be fun to be caught off guard about, but I don't know why I'm training these guys. Let's just escort. Why are these guys training too? I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, I remember. We were at the cap for group, the base administration. That's why. Then why aren't we now? That's weird. Maybe I took something. Yeah. I took away. Yeah, it was these planes. I'm trying to get them to I don't know. Forget it. I don't even know anymore. Oh, I thought they could make it down here now. Can they not? Range is 15. Yeah. Where's Auckland then? Auckland. Man, I totally overlooked it. I was looking down here. Here's Auckland. We're just going to go here. This thing is so depleted. We're going to go here and just wait for these PBY5s to be available, which should be this. No, 43. Forget it. Man, this is going to sit here training for a year and a half before we get, or well, a year before we get anything in there. Okay, the other thing, I don't have anything specific more to talk about, I don't think. I mean, our subs did some good action in the places they were. Uh, I, I guess I did kind of want to look at that. What was it? Was it here? Plunger. Was it the plunger? Yeah, it must have been. He just fired all of his torpedoes and finally said, yeah, 4 of 18 he's got. And then finally he said, okay, I'm gonna do deck gun and fire torpedoes. Um, he had a transport moving troops at some in for some purpose or another. And then I think our other sub that hit something was up in this area. Maybe the tuna. It just hit it, blew up, but it was just one torpedo. He probably is able to get back nice safely and repaired. So one thing I like to look at the beginning of every month is, and I will be, by the way, I will be looking at our training squadrons, make sure some things are updated with them. But yeah, we can look quick. Got a few ground troops coming. A nice 105 battalion. So just taking a look at that. This is, I think, a destroyed unit that somewhere in China knocked out. So there's that. So, but yeah, one of the things I like to do in the beginning of a new month is look at any new air factories, which I think there might be one. I think we had 5 factories. So what's new here? Maybe this one. But yeah, we have a new factory, potentially. I think. Then I like to see what kind of R&D ads do we have, and this looks basically identical to what it was, so it looks like nothing's new here. Okay, 3 of 44. All right, I'm looking forward to some of these new bombers. I mean, anything where we can get stuff in numbers. Even if we got more B-17s or something, I'd be very happy. But it seems like there's not enough of anything. Let's see, and these are these are good and all, but the SBD3 Dauntless, yeah, bring it, but we're away. Well, let me just say this: I have no experience with the Whirlaway or the Bullfort. That's new, the Bullfort 5. So that's going to be good because we have some bomber groups that could use this. And then, of course, we got the PBYs producing very slowly per month, and the Catalina 1. All right, enough about that. I think we're in decent shape. Things are going to get dicey. He's still got more work to do here in Borneo and Celebes, but and then, I guess mop up some of this other stuff. Now, these are strong enough. He's going to want to bring in, let's see, division will easily take that, I think. Yeah, even a regiment would take that. And let's say Ambon. Ooh, this is times 3. So, yeah, not. He may need a division just because that's times 3. And these are a lot smaller base forces, but they're not just walk-ons, right? The part of the plan is not to hold it so it's impregnable. Part of it is to make it so if he drops a little company or something, just to mop it up, it won't work. Again, more delays. That slows him down to get in here to Darwin, which should very soon have another battalion added to it of 39 assault value to what's already 574, so well over 600 AV. And I really need to look at some of this stuff. I don't want to build it up too strong because these are unlocked units. They are locked, I mean, and don't know if or when I will unlock them. And so I don't want to make them so. First of all, it'll make it harder to unlock them if they're full, and it'll use up precious resources that could be in already unlocked units. See, all these are unlocked. Well, maybe not this base force, for example, but or this brigade, but the rest of them are unlocked. So, yeah, it could be precious stuff that I could throw into some of these other. Here's the 44th that we extricated from Milne Bay, and I think that's pretty cool. We've basically got a whole battalion, roughly, well, right now 25 AV, for 25 plus 6. I guess what's the AV here? Oh, 31. I think it's this plus this. So 25 plus 6, because I don't think it counts that. So, but yeah, we could get it all the way up to 42. So that was a nice pickup, save. Lark Battalion in here, 48. So that's great. So yeah, we were able to rescue some guys in various areas. Lark Battalion from New Britain, and so yeah. All right. I'm going to finish this up. We're at an hour. I think this is the longest video yet. In any case, I apologize for the rambling, but also if I've forgotten something or overlooked something. But yeah, we will come back and talk about the April 1 turn resolution next time. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you then. Bye.